In these days of flying saucers and Sputniks, you expect almost anything to happen. The thing, the fly, the mole people, the mole people, the mole people, the gamma people, the indestructible
trample on snakes.
Ladies and gentlemen, amazing how much we know about the surface of our globe. In the last 100 years, men have progressively studied this. Explorations have reached the North, the South Pole. There are really, relatively, only a few square miles left of the surface of our globe that are not known. During the same years, men have reached out into the stars. 3 times further in your lifetime and mine, 3 times further into space than men have ever been able to go before. Amazing knowledge we have of that and of this. What's inside this globe? What is there beneath our feet as we stand on the earth? No one knows, of course. No one knows, of course. No one knows, of course. And science ponders about it, and all men are curious, but no one knows. Primitive man, going into caves, reaching back and down, wondered what lay beyond, and in terror he fled out. He remembered strange sighs and noises. Now you go back to Mesopotamia, the beginning of Western civilization, and you have the great hero Gilgamesh going down into the underworld. And so too with the Greeks. All down through time, religions of the past have postulated the existence of this inner habitable world. All through the Middle Ages, people believed that something under the surface. Dante, the great Dante, saw a great cone-like cavity stretching down to the very center of the earth. There's nothing new about this. It's as old as man, this belief that under the surface there may be areas inhabitable by
entities.
And in our time, and in the last 100 years, there have been a number of theories, very curious and strange theories about what goes on in the center of our planet.
The mole people, the mole people, the mole people, the gamma people.
Sinister looking dump, isn't it?
Yes. Today we'll be approaching the point of maximum impregnation of the subjects, rising to 300,000 units.
But is it possible to foretell the results beyond these limits?
Certainly not. It's a great risk we are taking then. Science is a series of risks. All therapy eventually reaches a point of no return. Just enough and we have what we want. A little too much and consider that only 3/10 of a degree may make all the difference between genius and nothing.
You mean idiot?
A thing without a mind is nothing. An unfortunate failure.
There have been too many.
Herr Körner is on the phone again, sir. He insists he must speak to you.
Herr Körner insists, does he?
It's my guess you can thank this wonderful democratic republic represented by Commandant Kerner.
I don't know your name, so
What is it, Kerner?
Herr Doktor, a train has arrived.
A what?
A train.
Well, don't bother me about it here. Send it back wherever it came from.
I'm afraid there may be some risk, Herr Doctor. I suspect the 2 passengers, an American and an Englishman, of being spies.
What makes you think they're spies?
Half a train with no engine, arriving suddenly.
You've taken precautions.
Naturally, the best of precautions. I have them both in jail.
In jail? You're a blundering idiot, Kerner. You can't put an American and an English journalist in jail. Take them out immediately.
You mean out of Utopia?
No, of course not. Not out of the country. You're probably wrong, as usual. But let's be sure. Extraordinary place, this. No life, no love. No, nothing. Ah, this looks a bit more promising, Mike. Carnival? Nothing.
You go psycho on.
Mike, I saw them.
Okay, okay. You saw what?
I saw a man. An ordinary man, but somehow different.
You said a crowd.
Yes, they all look the same.
Now, wait a minute. They all look the same. The man looked different. Are you sure you know what you're talking about?
Yes, they look like, you know, ordinary men, but without minds. Soulless. Goons.
Howard, you're a little overtired. Been a long day now. Let's get back to the hotel.
Macklin, Dr. Macklin.
Slip, obvious.
Macklin, I know that name. It rings a bell.
That one really now.
Hello? What? Speaking. Who's this? Oh, Kerner. I've been trying to get in touch with you. Yeah, why don't you stay in your office instead of parading around in that stupid uniform? Yeah, now what about this Baronsky deal or whatever his name is? Are you going to pick us up at 9 o'clock in the morning or not? Okay, we'll be ready at 9 o'clock on the nose.
5 years ago, you disappeared and left no trace. We always figured it might be a political entanglement.
No, it was voluntary. At that time, I was interested mainly in longevity. But I reached a point where biology, and longevity in particular, began to depress me. At any rate, I asked myself, why attempt to alter the course of nature? Senile old gentlemen were flocking to me. Finally, I said to them, my dear sirs, if I were to bombard you with gamma rays forever, you would still have to die in your time. No matter what happens to the human brain, muscles, glands, and heart will still atrophy. But why do we dwell on the past, gentlemen? I'm sure you're much more interested in the present.
You bet we are.
I turned from old age to the guidance of the young. Today, I'm merely a humble schoolmaster, but proud of my work. Come and see some of it for yourselves.
These, what do you call them, gamma rays?
Oh, I was speaking figuratively. Gentlemen, please.
I take it, then, that you're no longer interested in improving the species.
Oh, in my humble way, I'm very much interested. Through education. Is it not right to say that the children of today are
the citizens of tomorrow?
I should appreciate it if our little secret could remain our little secret for the time being.
Your identity?
My work.
Sure, for the time being.